back to Fred Tam's official page Facebook Live, and I, Nurul Hidayah, will be the host for today. Before we start, can you hear me? If you can, please type in the comment section, yes, we can hear you. Like that, can you? Can you hear me, everyone? Yes, who's that? Mary, Alex. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, thank you for commenting. For our FB Live today, we will be discussing on market outlook and stocks to watch featuring Mr. Fred Tam and Mr. Rafnan. All right, for those who don't know and who are new to our live, I will introduce both of our speakers. Our first speaker, Mr. Fred Tam, our CEO and the founder of Technical Analysis, and also the author of the best-selling book, Chart Pattern Analysis. The second speaker, Mr. Rafnan, our senior analyst. He has been trading since his university days with years of trading experience. If you have any question regarding on the topic, please type them out at the comment section and both our speakers will address them throughout the live session. Okay, let's not waste any more time. I know you are excited and can't wait to get new information. Without further ado, let's start our market outlook and stocks to watch talk. Let's start right away. Mr. Fred Tam and Mr. Rafnan.
Everything is set. All right, everyone, welcome back to another weekly webinar. So as you all know, I'm Afnan and this is
Fred.
How are you all doing? How's your weekend? All right. Can you please do us a favor by liking and sharing this Facebook Live so that your friends can join as well and learn from us? So if you can, thank you so much. Now, while waiting for more people to join, I just want to have a little bit of interaction with you guys. I think we've seen some familiar names. We know where they're from already. From like Alex from Puchong.
Alex is here.
Yeah, Alex is here.
Yes.
Right, but what about the rest? Like Fatima Mohammed. I don't think I remember that name.
Fatima.
Oh, yes. You know Fatima.
Hi. No, I don't
Okay.
know. Where are you from, Fatima?
Yes, Fatima, where are you from? And everyone else, you can also just share a bit in the comments section what you guys have been doing during the weekend or after trading hour, or maybe how you have been doing with your trading with the market recently. All right, and then we'll share a bit, have some of this interaction and see how different traders, they have different characteristics and hobby. Right. As for myself, those who already know me, yeah, I'm quite sporty. I like to go out, try new food. My weekend has been, well, the usual.
Did you do your taekwondo? And did you have any competitions,
Competition, there was a recent one, but I didn't have time to join. But next year, January, there is one. I'm competing.
Yeah, competing.
Yeah, so I'm a taekwondo athlete.
In case people don't know, what dan are you in, right now?
Recently, I got my third dan.
Yeah, congratulations.
Okay.
Don't play with you, huh?
Right, we got some responses. You're just saying hi from Lionel, Honey Mutt, right? Alex there, yeah. Okay, loud and clear. Lionel says hi, Sipon Afnan. Right, maybe Mr. Fred, you can share with us a bit about yourself, because people listening, traders must have finance background. Traders must be good with numbers. They must have the similar behavior, but that's actually not true because we're all very different.
Well, talking about finance, must have finance background. Well, I do have a finance background.
That's a bonus.
In that sense, I'm an accountant by profession. But really, now I'm in technical analysis. I never got around to practicing as an accountant. And well, I like to trade, as a young man. So naturally, when I'm trading, that time I think it started at the age of 27 years. I like to use fundamental analysis to analyze, the stocks and all that, because I'm an accountant. So I'll be using PE ratios, earnings per share, and the like. And that was in 1994. Oh, this is a long story, it goes back to those days. And so I will be buying stocks like Maybank, Tenaga, Telecom, because they've got strong fundamentals. And that was 1994. But guess what? The stocks that went up by leaps and bounds were not these strong fundamental stocks. Like even up to today, it's the same thing, isn't it? I mean, you are buying and holding, Maybank and Tenaga and Telecom, and see where they are going, nowhere. No one, not anywhere right now. But if you buy, let's say, some obscure IPO stocks like LGMS, like SFMP Tech, and
There's SFTech, SNS.
SMS, I can't remember, LGMS, and so on. They went up by leaps and bounds. See, which led me to the question of, if not earnings that push prices up, then what pushed price up? And I was asking this question, and back came the answer that, look, it is basically not how much the company makes, but whether the syndicate, the big boys, want to push it or not.
Big boys.
And if they do, they want to push, that stock will go up. But then again, I asked myself, I'm not so fortunate. I also do not know the big boys. I don't go around with them, have beer and all that, and say, hey, what are you pushing tomorrow? I don't have many of those friends. So, so where am I going to get those tips from, which quite a number of people get, because they got connections with these big boys. I don't have. So the next best thing to knowing the big boys, I thought to myself, is you better learn charting. Because the charts will tell you what the big boys think, right? And if the chart is going up, that means the big boys are buying it up. If the chart is pointing down, that means the big boys are selling it down. So by just looking at a chart, I know where the big boys have their intentions, their motives, whether they are pushing up or down. It's like, looking when you're looking at a chart, you're like looking into an X-ray. It's like looking at an X-ray of a person. I mean, outward, that person might look good, I mean, you might look good, but I'm not saying about inside. I do not know whether good or not. So one way to find out is probably get you into the X-ray machine, or now they have what we call MRI, and I'll quickly know whether your interior is as good as your exterior. Right? So maybe somebody got internal injury. The chart, might look lousy, but actually the internal, there is strength, right? So if there's internal strength, and that company might not be making money, but there's internal strength, and so the chart goes up. And so that's why from being an accountant, I graduated and became a chartist instead. And I've been that since the age of 30 plus until now. So we've been about 30 over years old ago already. Yeah. Right. So that's basically my story.
Okay, so that's very interesting. So you guys, if you are new or you have friends who are interested in trading, tell them this: to be a trader, you do not need to have a accounting background. All right, whatever background you have, it doesn't matter. You learn charting and you'll be fine. All right, that's interesting sharing. So we shall move on. All right. Alex says he cooks for his wife after market closes. All right. Fatima's from Penang. She was in the lift just now, so there was no line. All right. If you're watching it on the move, be careful. Yeah. Okay. As usual, I have to read out to you this disclaimer. This talk is for information and educational purposes only and should not be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any of the stocks mentioned herein. The speakers or his staff may have positions in some of these stocks. Okay, so the talk content for today, there's something extra. We're gonna educate you guys a bit. So market outlook, stocks to watch as usual. Then we're going to talk about trends because I see people, they still don't know what is trend, what is uptrend, and then also how to use trend lines. Then we'll go to the Q&A session. And all right. So as for the closing today at 12:30, let's see, we have 487 gainers, 263 losers. Oh, KLCI is currently up by 14.38 points. Turnover is reaching 1 billion soon. I guess it's more active than yesterday. Well, now for the market outlook, I'll pass to Mr. Fred. So, Mr. Fred, please.
Yeah. And well, before I talk about the market outlook for today, I have an announcement to make. In fact, I'm very proud to announce that F1 Academy, our school, we scored 2 out of 3 distinctions in the recent MSTA UK Diploma in Technical Analysis exams. And there you are, you can see it over there. 2 out of 3 in the world. And 2 came from us. How good is that? So let us give them a round of applause. Okay, clap. And the 2 persons are, if I can name them, number 1, Jody Wong Xiao Chui from Sabah, Kota Kinabalu. She's got distinction, paper 1 and paper 2. And the second student who also scored distinction, paper 1 and paper 2, is Mr. Neo Tiong Gu. So 2 out of 3 distinction. And as for the others, we scored 10 passes, and they are, and Mr. Leong Nyuk Fong, Dr. Lu Kok Hu, Mr. Maro Jario bin Jarawi, Muhammad Khairul Nizam Ibrahim, Muhammad Akmal Muhammad Aris, Noor Faika Azizi, 1 Muhammad Effendi bin Wan Mahmud, and Mr. Wong Fu Kong. So let's give them another round of applause. We are indeed very proud.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Let's come back to market outlook, is it?
Yes.
Okay. I would say, well, the market did what I envisaged. If you remember, just 2 days ago, we said the market was already on the way down long ago. We all know that, right? And so why did we say it was bearish technically? So we have 5 reasons, and they are, number 1, it broke down from a wedge. Number 2, there was a gap when it breaks down, right? That gap is around 1467 to 1459 or 1459 to 1467. And that gap actually happened around the 22nd of August, which was when Jerome Powell did something, he made some announcement. What was it he announced? Some interest rate hike, right? That really got the market, really crazy, to fight inflation and so on. But the market didn't like it, and they dumped. And a lot of fund managers dumped on that day, from Europe, Asia to America, they all dumped. And so we saw it straight down that period from 22nd August until 2 days ago, right? And so TAD gave a sell signal. So all indicators, and price is below moving average, all technical indicators were down. And then guess what happened? It came down and hit 1408, right? That was the previous support, right? It came and hit there and actually closed below that. Not good at all. 1393. It closed around there, 1394, which is below 1408. And so, everybody is saying that's it. It's got to go waterfall. all the way down to 1360 and 1350. Okay, but however, I did mention there that look, let's not be too fast in calling a meltdown. This could be a fake breakdown. And I've seen many fake breakdowns in my life, you know. They come down, break the old support, give you the impression they're going down, and they pull all the way up. And that is what happened here. So it gapped up, you know, and for the next 2 days, green, you see, yesterday was green, today was green. And so this expected rebound, and this is what I wrote Monday, it's not today, it's right up. Okay, expect rebound did happen. And I did caution and say, failing which, it didn't fail out, but if it is failing which, note the next target is 1360, I'm fine. But it didn't break down, it didn't fail. The expected rebound came about, and we now have a rebound. So let me show you the next slide of KLCI, which is now. Can you see these two green candles? They are the technical rebound that we are experiencing now. So that's the good news. Now, of course, you say, is this technical rebound going to lead to a return of the bull? Is this going to be the bottom? Well, it's possible bottom. There's a W bottom there. However, for the moment, we just treat it like a technical rebound. If we can continue to go up, come down, go up again, make a new high, then this, yes, could be the worst. Yes, could be the worst. After all, we have a budget coming. The budget is this Friday. And so far, it is positively reacting to it already. You can feel it come, right? It's just that which stocks are reacting, not many stocks, that's all. But we got those stocks, you know, after we talk about a little bit about that. So this technical rebound right now, the question now is how far up is going to go, right? Before it come down, and then will it make a new high? That's for the market to tell us. But right now, we can say safely that this rebound is going to test some Fibonacci resistances, and the one that we measured just now was 1459, I'm sorry, which is around the old gap. There was a down gap then, and normally markets, they fill gaps. So this rebound is expected to go up there to fill the gap. So that's it. So I would say overall, for the remainder of this week, it is positive, and we expect further rebounds. Right? Then we later on say, look at what are the stocks to watch. Let's look at the mid and small cap index. Just now was the CI. CI responded quite well, right? Well, don't forget, it dropped very much, but it responded very well. What about the small cap and mid cap index? Now, again, starting from last week, and the weeks before, we already can see that it was on the way down, but not as bad as that of the CI. So it hit a double bottom. It hit a channel breakdown. Then we have got a that giving you sell signal, right? And then we got a moving average that crossed. All that happened long ago, and then we saw a double bottom and rebound. So it has rebounded now. So again, mid and small caps are experiencing not so bad as last couple of weeks before, right? But which stocks to look at? We got to look.
We're coming to that.
We're coming to that a bit.
Okay. So, all right. If I may, the market, if I understand it correctly, you say it's overall quite weak, but there is some short-term strength in it in terms of the technical rebound. So in this kind of situation, let's say I'm a trend following trader, is there no stocks to monitor or to watch?
Yeah, we are in a bear market, but even so, not everything is going down. There are certain stocks that is going to bucking the downtrend, that means going up. So yes, your job our job as analysts is to look for those stocks which are actually bucking the trend. Okay, certain pockets of within the KLSE, there are certain gems which are actually can be picked up. And for the moment, the last couple of weeks, it has been the IPO stocks, right? Although right now we still consider the IPO stocks a potential trending stocks. So I think the secret is to look to pick trending stocks, right? So stock selection is the key. Yeah, stock selection is the key, and the secret is in picking trending stock, uptrend stocks. So the question becomes, what is the definition of an uptrend? Right? What is the definition of an uptrend? Now, we have learned that higher high is one way to define uptrend, right? But higher high, okay, you got to flip to thousands of stock. So moving average is also another way of defining an uptrend. If price is above the moving average, it's uptrend, and below is downtrend. But there is yet another computerized way, which makes it very fast. You can do it within a minute, and that is called TAD. TAD, Total Atom and Dots. Now, I designed this system actually about 5 years ago, and right now we are still using it. So this is the easy way, faster way to check which are the stocks that got buy signal. Now, all those with 3 arrows pointing up, the total, if the arrow is up, atom is up, the duck is up, if all 3 are up, then you have a buy signal. And on the other hand, if there isn't, if the opposite comes about, you have a sell signal. If 3 arrows are pointing down, you have a sell. So let's look at the stocks now, that the IPO stocks. Most of them, there are some 1 or 2 that are not, that are actually trending. Because the secret is to look for uptrend stock. It's not easy in a down market like that. So as you can see, after our scan, okay, this is the result. Now, if you look at the mid and small cap and the KLCI and the Dow, they're all downtrend. It is still very soft. The market is very soft. But individual stocks, if you think you're still wanting to look into what to buy, then 1 to 13, these are the stocks that we are looking at. Now, some has become weak a little bit, like LGMS, right? Like Sanjil. So we stay out of those. So see, with the TAD arrows, it's so easy to see whether they are still trending or they are not. So if they are not trending, we stay aside. So Sanjal, we stay aside. Ogabio, we stay aside. SNS, we stay aside. Unique, we stay aside. What is it that we are still in? And that is the double greens, which is SFTech, which is Synergen, which is Infotech, which is Coraza, which is EIB, and Pekka.
But Pekka is not IPO, right?
It's not IPO. And there are 2 stocks also not IPO that currently is, which is not inside here, and that is the Samiden and Saipa. These are the 2 stocks that we are monitoring besides this. So what is that? I will pass it over to Afnan to explain to you guys. Okay, over to you, Afnan.
All right, so thank you, Mr. Fred, for that sharing. All right, now before I explain what is that, I need everyone to be on the same page. I need everyone to understand what are the 3 directions of trends. All right, this will be a very simple slide. All right, you will understand. So trends in technical analysis, there are only 3 directions. We have uptrend, downtrend, and sideways, or they call it consolidation or ranging market, right? So an uptrend basically looks like this, okay? Moving zigzag upward as the highs are getting higher and the lows are getting higher as well. Downtrend is the opposite, okay? The highs are getting lower and the lows are also getting lower. Simple, right? And then sideways is, well, it's just moving sideways like this. Okay, so on a real chart, how does it look like? Here's an example. So in this example, you can see it's overall going up, but what you want to look for is the highs are getting higher, right? But are the lows getting higher as well? If the answer for both of them are yes, then that is an uptrend stock, just like this one over here, right? You can see that the highs and the lows are all getting higher and higher. So in this uptrend stock, the best timing is, of course, to identify early and get in early, all right? Or once you identify an uptrend stock, you have to use specific technique, not just simply enter. So the pros, they use this we call it smart entry method. Once you find an uptrend stock, there are two ways to enter. I'm sure everyone knows this: buy low and sell high. All right. In other words, buy on dip. But as you learn further, you will understand also the concept of buy high and sell higher. This is buy on breakout. You buy into their strength and sell before price goes into reverse. So that's what you do when you find an uptrend stock. As for downtrend stock, Malaysia is just a one-way market. You cannot make money in a downtrend stock if you're a trend following trader, just like this one. Check it out. You can see the highs and lows are all getting lower and lower, right? So this is a downtrend stock. The simplest thing you can do is skip charts like this and look for other stocks, right? You don't have to do much with this kind of stock. Okay, very simple. Sideways as well, all right? You may earn a little bit or lose a little bit, or your capital can get stuck there for a few years. I've seen this happen, all right? So sideways and downtrend, if you're trend following traders, you stay aside. Okay, next thing is on trend lines, all right, how to draw and use. Okay, so to draw, you have to draw a line connecting high to high or low to low of prices. For example, this is downtrend. You just connect the high to high, right? So this is a downtrend line. So what's the use? It's to show the prevailing direction of price. This is also showing you, oh, it's overall going down. And also to signal a change of trend. How? If price one day breaks above this trend line, okay, that's a sign that price is reversing into an uptrend. Technically, it's a buy signal. Here's an example. Okay, so you see here, you need 2 points here. 1, 2, draw a straight line. Right, this is the downtrend line. You see a breakout over here, all right? After you connect it here and here. And then over here, there's a breakout. So if your chart this is where you buy. And then you see price goes into an uptrend. Remember what I said? Uptrend, one of the best timing is at the early stage. Okay? So this is how you deal with a downtrend line. For uptrend line, you can use it once you're inside an uptrending stock, all right? Like over here. So what's the use here? If you're a trend following trader, you will want to stay in until it reaches the peak or when there's weakness. So over here, there's a breakdown, right? So you can choose to sell there, or if you draw it differently, it depends on which points you use, all right? Okay, if you use this point, and this point, you'll get your sell signal here. But either way, both are indicating price going into a downtrend, all right? It's just the timing slightly different. So this is the traditional way of doing chart analysis, all right? And identifying buy and sell signals, all right? And since it uses human emotion and naked eye, it can be subjective to a certain point. But with technology and computerized system, it can help us to add objectivity, such as the TAD system that Mr. Fred invented. So how does this work? So Mr. Fred mentioned 3 green arrows. All right, let me show you what they are. There will be 3 indicators on your chart when you use it. All right, so what we want to look for is green arrow from each of the indicator. So if you have one here in the duck indicator and then atom, if there is another one in the same indicator like this, okay, it's not counted. We want 1 green arrow from each indicator. So this is still considered as 2 green arrow until you have the last arrow over here. All right. So the last one here, the turtle breakout, you can also confirm it with good volume and firm candle. If you know your technical analysis, then you should know a breakout should be like that. Firm candle, high volume, like this too.
So what is a firm candle, if they may ask?
Okay, firm candle, the close is firm. There isn't much, there isn't long upper shadow, all right? And yes, body is solid. Unlike this one over here, the third candle. Okay, so
long upper shadow
yes.
here.
So the computer might pick up, oh, there is, based on calculation, there is a breakout, all right? But when you look with your own eyes, you see long upper shadow. So you can actually see this as, you can ignore it, consider it as a,
no, sorry, you don't
put less weight on it, right? Because it's a weak breakout, a weak closing. So after understanding this concept, all right, we take a look at this. This is how it looks like, okay, on a real chart. A classic example on carry min. So up here is the turtle indicator. Down here is the atom. And down here is the duck. So we want 3 green arrows, all right? When there are 3 green arrows, our interpretation is it's starting a new uptrend. So it's less subjective compared to using trend lines and everything. It helps us to make our trading easier. So with the TAD system, how you use it is, if you really want to just follow the 3 green arrows and 3 red arrows, all right, no problem. Okay, you would buy here, carry min in 2018. You hold on to it until there are 3 red arrows over here. So that's the sell signal for you to take your profit and stay out. So if you were to follow this, if you put 10,000 ringgit inside this trading setup, you would make 18,000 ringgit or 180% in 5.3 months, right? So once you're out, okay, what do? You can go look for other stocks or wait for a new buy signal for you to re-enter. Now also keep in mind, when you use the TAD system this way, most of the time, your trade will be position trading, all right? It will take a few months before you can reap your profit. But if you're more experienced, you know how to set your own targeting, all right? Let me show you. So this is Chin Hin. Let's say we just follow the TAD breakout over here, all right, on the 20th of July. So if you use Fibonacci projection, you know how to draw it and see your target, all right? So you have your profit, okay, taken over here. So that's 43% in 15 days. So if you see this duration, you combine TAD breakout, take profit with Fibonacci projection, this is swing trading. If you continue to hold on to it, all right, it'll be position trading, all right, and see, depends when you sell it. All right, so TAD can be quite flexible in this way. Another example here, all right, TAD breakout, you buy, you use Fibonacci to measure your target. Okay, so you sell here, 37% in 40 days. Isn't that great?
Yeah, much better than putting money in the bank, you know, that kind of thing. But I noticed that, you know, this tend to be slower compared to the scalping kind of which fits certain group of people, but not to certain people. Certain people like this slower kind of trading, right?
Yes.
People who don't have time, for example, right, to be looking at the monitor, the TV, the screen, you know, code screen the whole day, will find this system, slower system, much more
convenient,
more relaxed,
more relaxed. Yes.
Than the super fast, you know, trading that experienced by the scalpers, the fast traders.
Yes, and yeah, just to highlight that, from what I see, most people that choose this method is those that like to relax, right? They don't like to stay on the monitor 24/7, and they aim to make less frequent profit because less trading is more relaxed. But when they reap their profit, it's a huge amount, bigger than compared to scalping. So as you can see, 37%, but in 40 days. So you need to have extra patience. Or if you choose to hold on to it longer, all right, this is up until 27th of September, all right, 37% in 60 days. One last example on one of our IPO stocks that we selected. One of your favorite, you call it
Yes.
San Francisco
Yes. This is
SFMP
like
Tech.
stock that is going up the staircase.
Yes.
Which is
So
up.
it's new, all right. There's not much price data, so the Atom couldn't come up with any data, but it's all right. The Atom and the turtle was already there. So if you were to just follow their signal, okay, the turtle breakout was here on the 27th of July and up until 27th of September, exactly 2 months. All right, your profit, if you haven't sold, it will be 165.19% in 62 days.
This is the best performing stock, by the way, in the whole burst.
Yeah.
No other stocks come near to it.
Yes.
165%.
Yes. And if
in just 2 months,
And if you draw the trend line, you can see it's still intact. Even the pullbacks are shallow.
Yeah, even now, even today, it is still intact. It's not. And our TAD, the three arrows caught it. And because there's not enough of data, you can go down to the 4-hour chart. And with the 4-hour chart, you can see already the arrow appearing also in the dark. So we have 3 arrows actually pointing up. And until today, there are no sell arrows at all. And even if there's one sell arrow, you don't sell. Right? You only get out when there are 3 arrows. So see, the arrow system actually gives you a good guide as to when you should be still holding and when you should be getting out. So it's less subjective and more objective. So your emotions won't be played around too much,
Yeah, it's like using a GPS. It gives you guidance to where you want to go.
Yes, yes.
All right. Maybe I'll show a few more examples, like here, Synergen. Okay, you just follow the breakout signal, all right? And in this case, all right, if you know your chart pattern analysis, all right, then you have your target here. I believe this was based on, I think it was a rounding bottom. So that's why there was a target annotated here. So with this, 59.02% in 20 days. This is a nice swing trade, right? If you were to hold until 27th of September, that's 83% in 60 days.
Yeah, after I noticed that, see, these stocks all, they actually buck the trend. Jerome Powell announced some raise in interest rates, right, around 22nd of August. And so you draw a line, look, most of the stocks came down, except these stocks, these IPO stocks and a few other stocks. If you check where the 22 is, that it started to go up even from the 2nd of August. So they were not affected at all by the rise in interest rates. You would have expected these stocks also to fall, isn't it? But they didn't. And so if you don't have a chart, or TAD, you won't be able to catch this. And because you have this, we are able to spot this. We call it gems, diamonds inside a big wall of mud inside.
Hidden gems.
And you found that, gems. And we could do it because of TAD. So now the next ones you're going to talk about, Infotech, is also going to be, it's the same kind of pattern. All on the way up from 22nd of August. Even though it may have pulled back a little bit this couple of rounds, there is still no sell signal at all. And we've got 2 lines there, to tell us where the support and resistance is. The green color line is your support, and the red color line is your resistance. So if it breaks above resistance, there will be a further buy signal, technical buy. But if it breaks the support, total support, then you could choose to reduce positions, because there'll be a sign of weakness. So this system has a built-in money management system as well for you.
That's the beauty of the TAD system. other than catching trends, it also helps you to stick with the trend. All right. And because of the concept is a buy on breakout system, then you can do swing trading or position trading with just one system. Okay, so that's actually the next slide, what I'm trying to convey. With the TDD system, we can use it to do swing trading or position trading.
What is the difference between the swing and position?
Okay, so
just a little bit, isn't it?
All right, yeah. So swing trading, in case if some of you don't know, price moves like this, right? So each of this movement here, these are swings. So swing trade means you want to catch this short window of momentum. So usually you will hold it for a few days or a few weeks and maybe a few months, but not too many months.
Not too many months.
If too many months, that's already position trading.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for position trading, however, you have to be able to know how to withstand all these pullbacks. When you see it, it can be emotional, right? When it pulls down, you'll feel, I think it's gonna go down, but no, stick to your plan, stick to your system. If you do it correctly, your reward is you'll be able to reap profit from that entire stretch. Right?
But we can use the TAT system, isn't it, for either one, both.
Yes.
Like you just mentioned.
The choice is yours. Just follow your needs.
So the 3 arrows up, let's see, you can swing or you can position. 3 arrows down, you need to exit. So the entry and exits are taken care of by that. And that won't happen so soon, unlike the kangaroo method, which is a similar method, but on a lower time frame, right? So that you can catch the intraday swings, not even on the daily swings, but intraday. So there's a slight difference there. That's for people who has got the energy, who's got the time, to be in and out. So you get higher percentage. There are more opportunities, a higher percentage returns in that one, and quicker. Yeah.
All right.
3% a day, for example.
Yes.
So that's basically a tagline. But it's different here, right?
Yes.
These are for people who are more busy, and also doctors who are doing operations and all that. They can't be available, to look at the screen all the time. Then swing and position trades are good for them.
Yes. Right. So about this, you can elaborate a bit if you don't mind on the scalping and swing. So what kind of characteristic that they have to look at before they decide? Should they go for a swing trade or should they go for scalping? What should they look for? Is it their style, their patience, or how?
Yeah, you can ask.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right. The answer for this is very, very simple. All right. So, if you have less patience, you can't afford to hold a position for too long. All right. Then probably you're a scalper. All right. But let's say you are busy, you don't mind holding a stock longer. All right. And your aim is to, whenever you reap profit, okay, it's a huge amount, right? So you're a position trader or a swing trader, all right? So all this you have to ask yourself because we cannot decide this for you. We can only guide you. All right. So if you're interested to know more about trading, the traditional way and also the TAD system, we have an upcoming course. Okay. It's a 3 days course where we teach you how to trade the market using technical analysis and the TD system, specifically on Malaysian stocks. So it's on the 29th to 31st of October, Saturday to Monday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., all live on Zoom. All right. So the price would be 4,005, excluding SST, right? And also we have a link, I believe, posted in the comment. If you register the form in the comment before the live ends, you'll get this. All right, a free book of Profitability of Technical Analysis, written by Mr. Fred. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then other than this, I'm sure you're curious, what else can you learn inside? So we have trend analysis. We'll teach you that, how to identify trends, right? Chart pattern recognition, candlestick charting, TAD indicators, the one I mentioned, and a small bonus, fast turtle indicator, right? It's our own indicator. And then the two strategies, how to buy on breakout and how to buy on dip. And also money management. And lastly, I forgot, live trade using TAD system on Monday when the market opens. All right. So other than that, you will also get benefits of, was it 10 months or 1 year?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah. It's 4 months. Yeah, 4 months of everything.
4 months of everything, right? So
Yeah,
you have
the
the charts you saw just now. We were using Share Investor Station, right? It's from Singapore. It's a premium one.
Yeah.
Inside, you'll have our TAD indicators. You can only get it exclusively from us. Access to our TAD website with a bunch of videos for you to watch and learn. Telegram group support from us, and also access to our daily newsletter. Just to show you a bit what we have on our website. So over here, you can see there's a introduction to technical analysis, or even what is a stock. The Share Investor Station tutorial. There's trading method. All right. There's also there's trading view tutorial a bit as well. So you can see some basics are inside. All right. Okay. Share Investor Station, the tutorial. We made it simple for you. Only use the ones that you need to know. Okay. Other than that, we have the trading method. Okay. In case you want to recap, you can watch here. Stop loss strategy is also there, how to take profit and everything. And this is the trading view tutorial. Okay. And we made it simple so that it actually goes in line with our methodology. Okay. So how does that sound? Sounds good? So if you're interested, all right, you can hurry up and register now. You can contact our customer support over here and let them know that you're interested in the 3 days course. So now we are open to the floor for your questions.
Yeah, before that, just a little bit about this book. Okay, the profitability of technical analysis. This book, which is given to you free, is only for this occasion. And honestly, inside this book is a very valuable formula that is used to design TAD, and it's inside here. It's actually called a turtle. Now, I've done research on this method, and these are the results. And just goes to prove beyond reasonable doubt that this indicator is actually profitable, and that's used to design TAD. And so for those of you who you saw all the arrows, right? See how timely they are, arrow up, arrow down. What is the formula behind that arrow up is basically inside here. That's how valuable this book is. And last minute, Afnan asked me if I should hand this book over to you, for those who sign up for this course. And I say, why not? Okay. Please fill up your name, your address, your particulars inside that box below immediately after this. Okay, and I will send this book over to you. Postage also FOC. Okay. All right. So now we open to the floor. Any questions you'd like to ask us regarding anything? Okay.
All right. There is one actually from earlier. Let me see. From Honey Mike. Only charts or still need to refer to FA plus CA?
No need. The FA part is already taken care of by just looking at the chart. So we merely just look at the charts, because the charts will discount, whatever news or information about the stock. So answer in short is there is no requirement.
But of course, it depends on yourself. Some people, they like to combine both in hope to increase accuracy. Some, they don't look at it at all because let's say you're scalping, then there's no reason to look at fundamentals because scalping means you're just buying and then selling within the same day. For this kind of thing, you just need charts.
Yeah, and sometimes the fundamentals can actually confuse a little bit. I'll give you an example, in Top Glove. Would you agree? I mean, 2020, Top Glove is actually one of the best, if not the best company, because out of four gloves manufactured, one comes from Top Glove. So out of 22 brokers, 21 call buys on Top Glove in 2020. But we all know what happened to Top Glove, isn't it? Did it go up or did it go down after that? Yeah, but that call was made around $6, $8. Right now, Top Glove is at below $1. So if you follow fundamentals, right, then you would be still holding on Top Glove. We do look at the fundamentals, but we then look at the technicals. Is the technicals in line with the fundamentals? If they are not in line, you believe in the technicals. So if the fundamentals are up, but the technical is saying down, I will believe in the technical and I don't touch. I won't touch the stock because the fundamentals.
Yes, this is a great example. When I mentioned you can also combine both, like the Top Glove example here. Okay, so I think that answered this question. Hani Mat. Okay, next question. Hi, Sifu and Afnan from Nur Iman. Can comment on SFTech. She's at 1.66 holding. I'll pull up a chart.
Yes, do that. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let me switch screen. Okay. So, all right. Okay, SFTech, one of your favorites. Okay, all the old annotations, I'll just remove them for now. Okay, so SFTech, you want to comment on this?
Yeah, it did a pullback in the last 2 weeks, okay, but still higher than the previous low. So the definition of an uptrend is where you have a high and a high low. So if you can just draw where the low is, current low, it's higher than the previous low. Hence, there's no change to the uptrend, it is still up. So the pullback, in fact, represents a good opportunity for those who did not enter the stock to consider entering the stock because the previous resistance has turned support. So where is the previous resistance? Is basically there. So if you draw a line across from the high, yes, over there. Yes, you can use the close. Yeah, can you see that? So now, it's not ready to buy yet. Stand by because you need a confirmation candle. So in the form of a close above the high of the last 2 bars, we call that a fast turtle. We haven't seen a fast turtle buy yet, so stand by that. Definitely no sell. Answer is hold, right? And put a stop below the green line. Where's the green line? The green line is 148. And if you want to go down a little bit further, then the green line will be the moving average line, which is 134. So the green line is just good enough, which is a turtle stop.
Right.
So this stock, very safe deal. Buyers are still in there.
Okay, I've got to add volume indicator there. Let's look at the volume.
Yeah, and on the way down, the volume is not very much. There was a selling climax 2 days ago,
but
that's about it.
Yeah, but then again, number one priority is still price.
So this stock is fine. So
right, just to add a bit more, if SFTech does break out, for now the resistance we're seeing is at 1.91 over here. All right, so as long the resistance is at this level, if at any time price closes firmly above this level, then that's a new breakout, right? But for now, like what Mr. Fred says, is just taking a rest.
It's a BOD, buy on dips opportunity for now. If it breaks out of the horizontal line above, which is the 191, then it is a buy on breakout, which is another opportunity.
The two smart entry methods we mentioned: buy low, sell high; buy high, sell higher. Okay.
Yeah, give me another stock.
Let's see.
Samaiden.
We have another one here. Muhammad Ali. Coraza, pending breakout. Let's see.
Yes, this is consolidating, huge consolidation, pending
right.
breakout.
Probably will take some time, because if we look at the consolidation, it also lasted for more than 1 month. Okay, but to say it is pending, yes, there is still a chance for that. And plus, the turtle resistance is currently
But this one, you draw the high and lows. This could be a diamond, no, which is a possible top. So it's just right now it's consolidating, trying to look for direction. Right.
You seldom see this pattern.
This one. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like that, high, low, low, and then low, high, low. So this stock is an example of a stock that received a lot of attention at the beginning of the run, and so the volatility is very high. But then after that, it's starting to drift, and which suggests that the interest in this stock is slowly waning. It's going down. The interest is losing already. So it needs to find a direction. You need a new momentum, a new reason to push it up. Okay, right now there isn't any reason to push it up, so people just lie low on this stock and they drift away, and they probably sell and look for another more exciting stock right now.
So for this, I would say just expect it to continue moving sideways until it decides whether to break out or break down.
So if you've got another stock that is trending, so I would suggest to switch out of this and go into another stock, which is more trendy.
All right. So I hope that answers the question. Next one from Caroline Mark, Tropicana Corp.
This one is quite okay.
What's the stock symbol? Do you know? Is it Trop?
Yeah, Trop. I think it's Trop.
Yeah, I hope we're looking at the right chart. Yeah. So okay. You want to comment or?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. First things first. Once you learn technical analysis, you will understand that technical analysis doesn't work well in illiquid markets or erratic stock. For example, over here you can see how the candles are very flattish. In Malaysia, some people they call it kutu, fleeced, because there's only dashes and dots, and it's very, very blockish, right? So keep in mind on that. But sometimes that same stock can also turn to become a liquid instrument, all right?
Which is now, looks liquid, right?
Now it's more liquid, but be careful that it is erratic. But never mind, let's see what we can do from here. Well, right now there is strength. If we were to apply Fibonacci projection on it, so Fibonacci projection tells us that if the rally can sustain, the possible levels for it to test are here, the 100%, or 1 ringgit 37 cents, right? Or 1 ringgit and 53 cents. Okay.
But if you ask me, it looks like it's quite near the 100%.
Yeah.
I think we are a little bit late to go in. If I was looking at this stock, I would just give it a miss for now, because it is too volatile, and the risk of a reversal is high, unless you put a stop, a 1 bar stop. So we got a way of handling this, of course. It is a 1 bar, 2 bar. We call it 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, So yeah, you can use that technique to money manage.
Remember, guys,
it is climbing up Mount Everest, this stock.
Yeah, you don't have an infinite amount of money, all right? So you don't have to catch every breakout. There are many other stocks out there that you can look at. For example, someone asked for Samaidan from Dr. Nur Shaf. No, sorry, not Dr. Dean Nur Shafiq. Okay, so Samaidan. Oh, this is my recent annotation. All right. So let's see how Samaidan is doing. I remember this stock being a very, very cheap last time, right? So now it's coming back again. There's some action.
Yeah, sure. See, your downtrend line has been broken. If you would like to draw a downtrend line, just now you drew that downtrend line. This is a very live example, a real example of a breakout. And it coincided with the three arrows. You see? The three arrows breakout is around here, around there, 65 cents there. Yeah, over here. Correct. And ever since then, it's on the way up. See how timely the TAD is? That's what I mean by the TAD is actually very timely. It's a good indicator, a good set of indicators to know. It's actually three indicators: the turtle, the atom, and the dark. Okay. So you come to the cost, okay, you just learn these three is already worth the money that you're paying. I thought it was 4,005, and then suddenly you say, it slashed down to 105. Oh, you get a free T-shirt. Oh my God! I said this is an opportunity, really, to learn something. To learn not something that can give you such a timely entry. I think by now, and these arrows will be given to you in the SI station. All right, and we teach you how to use it.
Okay, so for Samaidan, so far, in terms of trend and technical, it is still bullish, all right, until there is a sign of reversal, which is now we are not seeing any yet.
What about Hanlon? I remember Abnan that this is another stock up. You buy already, and then over the 6-10 months it's still there. That sort of thing. Can you believe it? See, in a bear market, you still can find gems. Is what I mean. If you know where to find them, right? And so following us will be good, because we also have a newsletter that on a daily basis that is only 200 a month, right? Where every day we give you a fish, we give you a stock. Like the Hanlon, look at the arrows. When did the first arrow came about? And 6th of April. 6th of April. Until today, there is no arrow. No sell arrow, I mean. You can't beat things like that, right? I'm just pulling a stock out of the blues, and not like, you can pull a stock. And this one you might say, it came from me, so, But then if you are trading this stock, you'll be still holding on to this stock. P-Trans, they are also quite good. It's good, right? So to know whether they're good or not, you just tap. So on the other hand, let's tap a lousy stock. I don't know what's a lousy stock. What's a waterfall stock? I won't call it lousy, but a stock that is on a downtrend. Actually good stock. Gulf stocks, unfortunately, like Top Glove, like Supermax, for example. Now I've got nothing against them, but they're just technically speaking. Can you see? It's like still a waterfall. Since when it was a waterfall, see how the red arrows are all appearing? If you don't have the arrows, you are not so sure whether it's still down or maybe it's turned the corner and it's you turning back up again. I ask you, right now on the right-hand side, it's now 56 today. Are there any buy signals? No, you need to have 3 arrows up to buy. There isn't. So although it's a fantastic stock, but unfortunately the time is not now. Maybe later you turn again. It's a great stock in the form of the operations, the way it operates, very efficient and so on. But then the demand is not there right now. And it shows up in the accounts. But accounts aside, just looking at the trend, we're talking about trend. Below the moving averages, Supermax is another one, and even steel companies, counters are also like that, flowing down. All right, construction companies are like that. Property companies are also going down. All right, so transportation and also going down. So, so but you can just test each and every stock and see which one is down, which one is up. What is this?
Yeah, someone requested
Saipan,
for
is it?
Saipan.
Okay,
Can we take a
Saipan.
look?
Saipan is a wedge breakout. It did a wedge and it's just breaking up. So there is a play in this stock. See that? So there is play. We've drawn a horizontal line.
My old annotation.
Oh, and that one is still
relevant.
Relevant. 49.5. So if you can break that, then it's going to break out of a channel line. Okay, and there's a potential upper bottom, and so this is a potentially good stock.
It just need to break out.
Yeah, bullish stock. Or somebody asked for
Yes, it was Azmi Daud.
Azmi. Yeah.
Okay, so but in terms of TAD, right, there are 3 green arrows, but it's today and the market hasn't closed. We have to see whether it can last with the green arrow by 5 p.m. or not. Okay, so monitor this for a while. It is a potential one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, someone asked, Fatima, PMB Tech would be considered reversal. Let me see. PMB Tech.
For reversals, kind of signals, chart patterns are the best to determine reversal. Okay, arrow system will tell you the buying and selling, but chart pattern is book. So this is another technique, and this will also be taught in our 3 days class. 3 days class even. The bestseller in popular bookstore has been sold for 7 years.
Okay, so PMB Tech, she's asking.
Still good. See, it came down, there was a red arrow on top. The circle gave you a red arrow. The atom gave you a red arrow. But the duck didn't give you a red arrow. It saved you. And it stopped at the 50 moving average and bounced off it.
Yes, and not just that. The candle that tested that moving average was with a long lower shadow. So it means buyers resurfaced at one point to push prices back up.
Right. So excellent example. Excellent example.
So it could go up, it could go sideways for a while, maybe. But if the momentum can sustain, if it breaks out above this high, which
this
is
could be
4.59, right? Then it can be regain its bullishness.
One can also draw a channel line down and call this a channel breakout. Dan Zenger likes this. This type of pattern. Like correct. This? Yeah, like that. You know, he calls it a channel, a descending channel.
Yeah, if it's too long, it's no longer a flag.
It's not a flag. So, and then it breaks out, right? With a gap. Interesting, this stock, yeah? So look, if you have a fast turtle, this is a slow turtle. If you can use a fast turtle, you see an arrow up, buy arrow. See, there you go. You have a buy arrow already. Right. So you need to know, you must know what is when to use a fast and when you use a slow.
Like driving a car, you don't go up the hill with gear 4. You have to know when to switch.
Gear 1 and gear 2.
Okay. So yeah, in short, PMB Tech for us still okay. Next from Fion, PTRB, please. PTR.
This is a new song. It's just 2 days old, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A few days old. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing much we can do for now with the daily charts.
Yeah, but we can do something with some other time frame.
Yes.
But if you insist on trading it, normally with so few data, we don't normally trade it. Fion. Yeah. So see, nothing much to look at.
Nothing much.
But for 4 hour, nothing much. So 15-minute cutting. So still charts can help you. Technical analysis can help. At least. But fundamental, there isn't much to fall back on really.
Yeah, but I would say maybe this can be a small sign of strength.
It gaps up and then you pull back. This could be a flag. Yeah, if you have more data, it'll be better.
Yeah, so we need to wait. wait some more. Okay, so
Okay.
right, this gives us an idea to monitor PTRB. Is our kasi 1 2 chow chow. Okay.
1 2 cha cha cha.
All right.
Right? Are you ready to sign up for the 1 2 cha cha cha?
Perlin Mark, thank you, Sifu. Nur Iman asking for pekat. Pekat. Okay, there are just a few more requests and then we're done. So as for pekat, you want to comment on this?
Or it's just waterfall, just on the going up. I mean, on the way down, you draw 2 lines and it's in a down channel.
Okay, you can draw like this, but once you see the trend line gives a
Nothing.
whipsaw, you can actually readjust.
Yeah. Honestly, and also look at the volatility. I mean, the volumes are not there. And the the volumes are there,
Volumes
but the irrationality is there. I would say it's going nowhere to me. I don't see any direction. I don't want to play any stock without a direction. There's so many stocks that are in an uptrend. Why you want to bother to look at this?
But to me, can monitor first lah, because waiting for TAD and trendline breakout. As of now, there isn't.
There isn't.
Yeah.
Although TAD, but without a trendline break, that okay, very good. Trendline breaks, it's not breaking, and it's not going above the all high, which is around the 57 area. So 58. Yeah. Okay. So no touch this stock for me.
So since the turtle resistance is quite close to the trendline resistance as well, might as well wait for both breakouts. Okay, so pekat just see, look, that's what they say. Okay, next from one Rushdie. How about BJ Food and GHL Sys? That's point for reversal. Let's see. BJ Food.
That's an institutional stock.
So BJ Food, currently I would say, sideways with bearish bias because of the 3 red arrows. Okay, and you mentioned, is it a point of reversal? Well,
reversing what? Reversing up or reversing down?
I'm guessing down.
No, yeah, you're asking.
I'm guessing he meant reversing down. If this was slightly higher, we could say it's.
You mean reversal up lah? Maybe he's talking about.
Okay, let's say reversal.
Because actually it's already dropped and there's a V shape kind of thing. Reversal up, you meant reversal up, or we got to ask our friend.
Yeah, okay, but assuming he meant reversal down, if this was slightly higher, then it would be a potential double top, right? But for now, if we look at the TAD, well, TAD is indicating bearish.
It's just consolidated to me.
Yes, but if you look overall with naked eye, it's consolidating. Okay, so that's BJ Food. One usually says reversal up.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. Reversal up, he thinks it's a V shape, kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, you put a stop there. It is still within a consolidation, still holding. Okay, so this chart pattern override theory.
Yeah, and maybe I can add Fibonacci a bit. How's that? All right, so it's quite near. Yes, it has tested the 38.2%, which coincides with the 50 EMA. So potentially, yes, there may be. And somehow, if you look closer, you see that there's a Japanese candlestick pattern. I guess that's why one Rushdie is asking, is it reversal upward?
Yeah, in that sense. The answer is yes. It's a F-thumb bullish, or you can say one white soldier. Yes, one white soldier.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, and then he got one more, is it?
Yes.
GHL says, this one is long forgotten, I don't know. Has it come back? We didn't play this stock for a long time already.
Yes, I can see
my old
invitations.
Look at that. What's the reason for still holding on to this stock or requesting for this stock? You still holding on to it?
Or maybe because he sees it near support.
Still, I want to buy it now. Look at that. It's like a waterfall. They're distributing already. Long time ago. It's been a long time. See the arrows. It's all the sell arrows. Okay, just stay out of this stock.
But if you are right, your reward will be huge. But the risk, are you willing to take? I think for us, we'll stick to uptrending stocks.
All right.
Okay.
Stick to uptrend.
Right, but
Okay.
these are some interesting stock requests by one Rushdie. Thank you for that. Next, we have from Fatima. Thank you, Mr. Afan and Prof. Fred Tam. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Isa Kasim, CYL and CFM. Okay, CYL first. Right, this is the third last three requests. CYL, nothing much we can say for now, right?
It's a triangle. It's a pennant.
And previously it was very kutu like, and volume just only started to come in. So it eventually it can become a liquid stock, right? But since it's very early, there's a high risk. Okay, so but still, if you insist on applying technical analysis, I would say
there's a triangle there.
Consolidating with a bullish bias. Bullish bias because it spiked up recently. Right, but there's
a breakout. Could be a continuation pattern.
Next is SFM. I think this was quite hot recently, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so volatile, right?
So this was when it started. Everything started over here. The break of this high, then went rally. This was the day it limit up, I believe. Okay, and then it's been consolidating for a few days. Well, when the stock spikes up like that, they will eventually need to take a rest before they move on to a new direction. Okay, so for this,
just use the 1 bar stop line. You know what? 1 bar. Just if you go below the low of the previous bar, just get out. Simple as that. And as it goes up, you just move your stop to the last bar.
Just wanting to highlight here, when I zoom out, I noticed that 1.944 is actually the all-time high resistance. So anything above this will be a new all-time high. So we monitor this level.
Is it all-time high? I don't know. If we look back
here. It's here.
194.
Yes. And now it's here testing.
Now it's testing the whole high.
Yes.
No wonder.
Okay, so keep an eye on that level. All right. Hibiscus from Fion. Let's see.
This one is very active today. A good 3-4 stop.
Okay, Hibiscus today. Overall, in terms of trend, is sideways. If you can see here. Okay, but within this sideways market, there has been a rebound ever since it tested the old high around this level. Okay, so currently, rebound is strong.
Yes,
but
not easy to trade this stock. Not easy to play. You draw 2 lines, like you say, it's inside consolidation. Just it's a ranging stock. You look at the moving average. The moving average is already ranging. It's already gone sideways. So this one, hit and run. Okay, they're just beware of the resistance at 106. You cannot cross that. Cannot even think higher. So that's an immediate barrier for it to challenge for it to break.
Okay. As we were answering the questions, just another 2 stocks request came in. Is that all right?
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think it's fine.
From Nakib Bajuri, my EG FA looks nice. Let's see. My EG. Okay. So what would you say? to me it's quite erratic.
Also erratic. This stock.
Despite the FA being nice. Well, I guess if you're investing in it, then it's fine. But if you're trading using charts, you want to go in and out within a shorter period of time, it will be a bit difficult. Okay, but still, if you insist on applying TA, then right now based on TAD, it is technically bullish, just like a few weeks ago. But now resting, consolidating.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So right, last one, Priva. Yeah. After this, we're gonna end because the market is gonna open soon.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So Priva, one look, I think I know already. It's illiquid. You can see it's very blockish. So it's very, very hard to apply TA. There's nothing much to comment.
We call it Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China.
Blocks like that. They are not natural, done by natural players. Not done by a lot of players. Very few players. So just one or two players, and they are manipulating the charts. Technical analysis don't work in illiquid stock. This is an illiquid stock. Therefore, technical don't work. It just doesn't work. It's a random walk, so no point.
There's nothing much we can comment. Right. So that's we have another two more if you want. Is that all right? Market's gonna open.
Yeah, gonna open already, so we can't really.
Okay. But anyway, guys, Inature VS. Well, if you want to know, you can join our next talk next week.
Yes.
So just stick to our
next Monday.
I believe it's on Wednesday, but never mind. Stick to our Telegram channel and find out. All right. So thank you for joining us. I hope you learned a lot. Okay, market's gonna open. I think now you have an idea of what to monitor. So I'm Afnan.
I'm Fred.
So see you in our class and let's make money together. Bye bye.